नमस्ते एवरीवन। नमस्ते सर। आज मैं बहुत ही खुशकिस्मत हूँ कि मुझे साक्षात अनुपम दास सर से बातचीत करने का मौका मिल रहा है। नमस्ते सर, थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग टू द शो। मुझे आपसे ये पूछना है कि आपकी हारमोनिका जर्नी या फिर म्यूज़िकल जर्नी कैसे स्टार्ट हुई?
Start matlab in 1969 I came to Calcutta for my college, and I knew that uh, Milanda was in Calcutta. But when I reached Calcutta, वो लोग ने बोला कि मिलन गुप्ता वो तो बॉम्बे में है. Actually, I saw that every poster called that Milan Gupta Bombay, like Manna De Bombay. मतलब they were stationed in Bombay. कुछ दिन बाद one of my friend came और हमको बोला कि अरे मिलंदा ने काल उस प्रोग्राम में उधर एक प्रोग्राम किया. इट वॉज द LCC लेक कमर्शियल कॉलेज. वहाँ गाना का बहुत स्कूल था, म्यूजिकल स्कूल. आई वेंट टू देम, आई आस्क्ड देम, मिलंदा काल आपका यहाँ प्रोग्राम किया? बोले अरे मिलंदा तो केम बैक फ्रॉम बॉम्बे, ही इज नाउ इन कैलकाटा. सो व्हाई आई सेड उसका स्कूल कहाँ है? ही टोल्ड दैट ही टीचर्स इन लेक कमर्शियल कॉलेज in Triangular Park. So I straight by walking I went to that college and I found Milanda.
Wow.
So that my journey started. I went to that school for 1 year. Then suddenly Milanda told me, come to my house. I said, why? He said, Nani, come to my house. I hesitated because here the fees was 10 rupees. There the fees was 15 rupees.
Oh.
So when I reached there, I saw there were very special students like Soikat Kajol Da, then Soikat Da, then Premangshu Da, and I was a person to be there. So I reached Milanda's house, and till death of Milanda, I was with Milanda.
Wow.
And after 80s, I think, every recording Milanda made, I would play the rehearsal. Those times there was no track and all. Everyone has to play. So there was rehearsals for recording. I would play the rehearsal and Milanda would play the final.
Wow.
So there is a photograph in IMP also that I am playing with Milanda. That was also that. It was a Bapi Lahiri night and I was playing with Milanda. In Sali Chaudhary night also I played with Milanda because Milanda had some injury. He had an accident in this factory. So the life started and he became my friend, philosopher, guide. Milanda was everything to me. Milanda was my friend. I used to smoke in front of Milanda. Even I drank with Milanda. But it was the most beautiful years of my life I had spent with Milanda. Suddenly Milanda had a heart attack and he went. But anyway, it was the best part of my life. My life with Milanda. I got my service, then I went to Tamluk. I was posted far at a very distant place from Tamluk, from Kolkata. I would used to come to Calcutta. Milanda I used to have my breakfast at Milanda's house. My wife told me कि तुम 15 रुपया देते हो, तुम हर रोज उसका उधर जाके ब्रेकफास्ट लेते हो, डोंट यू फील द सेम? हम बोले क्या करें. आफ्टर फ्यू years, I think it was, I went to Milanda at 81 or 82, I can't remember. Milanda told me बहुत पैसा ले लिया तुमसे और पैसा नहीं लेना है. You don't pay me. I never said anything against Milanda. So I never paid him. So 81 to 95, his date of death, I was a student who never paid him anything. I was his student. I was his Like he used to come to my house when I had my daughter, first daughter, only daughter. Milanda came to my house. He when he had his son's marriage, he came to my house. I know why you have come to my house. He said, "You are my student. Your wife is not my student. I must come here to invite your wife." So that was the relationship. I I respect him like God. He's God to me.
Thank you, sir. You want to take a break?
No,
So, how was his teaching style?
he was a very genius. He was a genius. Milan Gupta played for 20 years in Bombay. All the music you saw from Saure Salone Ai, all the music, were film music, played by him. He was the assistant to O.P. Nayyar ji. वो जरा हट के जरा बच के. It was actually his song.
Oh,
In Bengal, there is a very popular number. Be a broth, be a broth, oh chari, and see how this earth is full of bliss. If you want a brahmachari, have the joy of life you miss. Milanda used to play that. So Opinayer said, "This is a very good number. Why you?" So someone was there. He spread
Got
the
lyrics.
lyric, and it was made to a song. So Milanda played it. But Milanda was very, Milanda Milanda failed as a whole timer, as a player in Bombay. वो 200 रुपीज मांगते थे, कोई बोलता था हम 50 रुपए में कर देंगे. So he said never become a professional as a harmonica player. We do something and keep harmonica as your hobby. It was his philosophy. Don't be a professional harmonica player. Now the situation has changed, of course. I have, we have a lot of harmonica players in Bengal itself, and it's a development definitely. But Milanda used to say that harmonica is not a major instrument in India, so don't play. He learned. He is a self-made man. She got a harmonica from one of his friend, and he learned it. So he never knew anything. When he used to S.D. Burman and Satyajit and Salil Chaudhary, they told him that there is something named notation and you must know notation, otherwise you are not allowed in the studio. Then he learned that notation and he used to teach us through notations.
Oh.
That is the reason why Calcutta has so many good players, because we teach my students through notations.
So, sir, what we saw today, the performances of this fantastic young children's, so वो उसी का outcome है.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
That basically what we want to say is harmonica is an instrument, is a musical instrument, and you must learn it like any other instrument. जैसे गिटार सीखते हो, पियानो सीखते हो, ऐसा ही हारमोनिका भी सीखना चाहिए. ये लोग का in India, most of the people think that, oh, this can be played. This cannot be played. This can be played up to a level. But after that, if you want to develop it, you must learn it from someone. So we started teaching harmonica, harmonica schools. Then nowadays, I think there are at least 10, 15 teachers, 20 teachers in Bengal. And the result is this. And if you catch someone young, 4, 5 years, 6 years, you can teach him very well because he can receive things more than an adult. If you say him to play anything like fifth or play staccato, play legato, he can adopt it in a better way than an adult. This is our experience. So you will see that today the boys, they played excellent.
Yeah.
Were all juniors, were all students of either primary school or lower 6, 7, 8. Even that chap who manage that spa scholarship,
Yeah.
is also a schoolboy.
So, sir, when did you bought your first harmonica and how did you bought it?
That is something very funny, because in our time, harmonica was not allowed to be sold in India.
Oh,
It was smuggled through smugglers. So we had to wait for 2, 3 years that we can get one from the smuggling markets. It was in Khidirpur. So I went to Milan. The Milanda said, "Don't you have a chromatic harmonica?" I said, "No." He said, "Then how to teach you?" Because there were no Chinese models. There were only German models. Only one harmonica that German made. Even this Japanese model was not available. Not to speak of the Chinese and what they say, no, Korean models. Only German models. Honor was the only harmonica. So I went to some of my relatives' house and found a harmonica in a broken condition. That was very old, a German, 16 holes. So I bought it to, I put them in a bag and give it to Milanda. Milanda said, "अरे इसमें तो कुछ भी नहीं है, ये कैसे?" But after 15 days, he gave it to me. He was a technical man. Firstly, he was an LEE from a technical school, and he was the floor shift manager of Gaskin Williams. So he was a technical man. He somehow managed to put it in order, and I got that bandmaster, a German band, 16 holes, as my first harmonic.
wow.
And I had to wait till 1951 for 10 years, when my elder sister, who had been to, who is a doctor and stays in USA, came for the first time, and he asked me, "तेरे लिए क्या ले जाऊं?" I said, "One harmonica, please." So she came with a harmonica.
Wow. That's
So
interesting.
even when I played in TV, I played with a very rotten harmonica. That was a third hand, I know how much. But then we would all get a third hand or fourth hand harmonica, which people would sell. They won't suit them. So Milanda would change the reeds and would give it to us. So that's why I learned also how to change the reeds, how to tune the reeds, because then it was. And when I went to USA and told people that it is not available in our country, people were stunned. How this can happen? Harmonicas are not sold in your country. I said, no, it is only smuggled.
So, sir, you have been to USA for harmonica performance.
Yeah,
I think you have received a scholarship
yeah.
in
No,
1996, I think.
then I never received a scholarship, because I never went for a scholarship.
Oh,
I first came to know that there is a spa in a news, that who deals in harmonica. So there is a meet. So I wrote to them. They sent me a form. Then they said that you have to send me some of your playing. So I made a cassette, 3 minutes playing, and I sent it to them. It was very tough to send them, because then it was only, I think, Blue Dart or something like that. They charged a lot. So I thought, रुपया तो जाने वाला है. I will get not a chance. I will never get a chance. Anyway, after a few weeks, I got a return that you have been selected for SPA 1995.
oh,
So I went there. I got a chance to play. I played. I got 10 minutes to play. I got perhaps after one number, they send me, "Okay, it is finished." Then people stand up and say, "It is not 10 minutes. How you can bar? Oh, this is American cheating." So the Europe stand in front favor of me, and I played the second number.
oh,
So they were so happy that one afternoon, when it was a coffee break, they arranged one sound system and they allow me to play another number. So I played another Salil Chaudhary number, and after that, it was American Broadcasting Corporation. Perhaps they had I have an interview with them, and They reported it to the media, and I was the first Indian to be there.
Wow.
After that, when everything settled, I thought I must send people to them. So we first thought of Subranil. Subranil became the first person to receive an
Spa scholarship.
scholarship. Then so many people in India,
Hemant, I think.
and we are really very happy that now out of 7 persons, 3 persons from India have received that this year also. One from Bangalore, then one from Kolkata, and another from Goa. So it's
Rohan.
a really, I think so. I think it's a great achievement for harmonica associations who are trying to teach harmonica to people. And and as early as we are able to convince people that harmonica is an instrument that should be learned from teachers who will, and it's a country of 140 crore people. Very soon, I think India will be a major harmonica playing country like Korea or China. We will have, because we have talent. Only what we have to do is to net them, and to teach them the correct way.
So, sir, how to find a correct guru, or how to identify and how to reach?
Actually, we had a discussion today even. Now we should find some way. Actually, what I had in my mind, that IMP will be basically a workshop type meet. But people in India just try to perform. Their demand is, if I pay, I will perform one song. So there is no scope of having a workshop like thing in meet.
Meet.
We should impress upon people to make them understand, to make the guardians that students, the boys, the girls at very early age should be encouraged to learn harmonic. Because you see, one one boy or one little girl can learn much more than an adult. In the early years, you can learn much more, much easily than an adult. And you will see that all the performers were basically young, basically school going people. So now it will take some more time to impress upon people that, because there is a common perception that harmonica shouldn't be learned, we can play it like that.
Sir, what would be your message to common people, those who have not yet played harmonica? They just know that the Sholay tune is being played in this.
I always think that harmonica is for those people who are not very serious about music. Very serious about music, they can go for sitar, violin, or any Indian
Tabla.
classical which needs real rewatch every day for 4 to 6 hours. I think harmonica is an instrument. Nowadays, life after your student life is really very strenuous. So this is an instrument that you can put in your pocket and go at any meet, and you can play in any gathering. So you can have nice acceptance in the gatherings. So this can release your and you can play it without anything. You can play it in your home. So this can release your strains also in the daily life. So I always tell everybody that for those who are not very serious about music but wants to do music,
Experience it.
yeah, can go for harmonica. And harmonica is a very nice instrument. If you can use it, if you use the octave playing, you learn the fifth playing. Today you have seen Subranil. He was basically playing the fifths.
Fifths.
What a nice sound. You can play octaves, and it is the only instrument where octaves can be played, notes can be played. In flute you cannot play, in saxophone you cannot play. Only one note you can play. These are all single note instrument. So in harmonica you can place two notes, three notes, even four notes at a time with the use of tongue. And if you don't want to use your tongue, I always advise for using of tongue. But nowadays the music is changing. It is not a that old baritone type, Rofi type, Hemant Kumar type music. So you have to combine both styles. You have to play puckering and the tongue blocking, because without tongue blocking you can't play those harmonies. And harmony is a thing that can be played in harmonicas only. So you should learn it, and only teacher can teach you. Now, okay, now time has changed. You can go for online classes. You can go for so many things, but you must learn it. I emphasize one thing, that you must learn it. It is a complete musical instrument. It is not that play model. It is nothing. It is not a plaything. It is not a toy. It is a musical instrument with 64, 64 has 4 octaves, minus 20, 64 reeds. So it's no joke.
So there are mainly two type of harmonicas, diatonic and chromatic. So playing Indian songs on diatonic harmonica. So what are your thoughts on this topic?
I think diatonic I can't play basically. It's my deficiency, because diatonic should be placed from the second position. What they say. Second position scale note, I mean C is a draw note. For chromatic, C is a blow note. So there is a problem. If you are too much talented, you can practice both. But I failed that way. When I, not that I never tried, I tried. But when I see sa, I used to blow, but it needs to be drawn. So that is a problem. But I think very a mastery on those on diatonic can help you to play Indian classics.
Mead and everything.
Yeah, mead can be, but that has to be very sophisticated, because mead is a thing. Mead is not that what the Western music do. Western music believe in distortion. Distortion is a part of Western music. Distortion is not a part of Indian music. There is a basic difference. Western music, think of C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. They called it an octave. We call it Sat Sur. In Indian music, this Sa, upper Sa, is an octave of this Sa. If this is 440, this will be 880. So this is not a note. I think this is more rational than the Western music theories. So we should believe in Indian music theories, but there is a problem. Why we need a mastery on the instrument is basically harmonica is a staccato instrument, because it is a Western instrument. Sa is a blow, re is a draw, ga is a blow, ma is a draw. With the exception of two notes, ga can be pressed to play ma, ni can be placed to play sa. Otherwise, you have to play. Now, mead, this is a real tough thing. So, if it is very important for a song, you have to, that's where the keys become important. Actually, theoretically, any song can be played from any note. But an Indian song, I don't believe that it can be played from any song. For playing an Indian song, I think this scale, the key, whether it is to be whether the song should be, we start from D, re, or sa, or ga, or ma. It's very important.
There are different scaled harmonica available in market, C scale, but one should stick to C harmonica only, or he should opt for other as
Actually,
well?
my guru Milan Gupta used to tell that you should stick to sa only. Sa only is a very, you can remember all the notes there. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, even Kodima and Komalda, you can remember. But if you change it to G, now you cannot say what is sa, what is ma, what is ga. It's very tough. But nowadays, we play with tracks. It is another, it's a development, but definitely so if you change a G scales, which is originally G, the track is in G. If you change if you play it in C harmonica, and you have a notation from C and you change it to D, the whole thing distorts. Then only I recommend that you should change your harmonic.
So after C, which scale do you recommend to buy?
I think A4, A for G, then A or B. Actually, in one harmonica, you can play three scales very nicely. Three C, F, and G, because they are one sharp scale. F only one sharp, G has only one sharp. So you can play them very nicely. So if you can manage three scale with one harmonica, you need hardly two or three harmonicas to play all scale.
There are some many people who reverse the slider. I still remember when in 2015 indoor meet I met you. I was not knowing anything. I just heard the term reverse the slider, so I was going to do that. So you met me and you said, "पहले सीधा सीखो, फिर उसको reverse करो." So since for 10 years I am playing straight. So what are your thoughts on this?
Actually, my guru was Milanda. So Milanda used to play in reversed harmonica. Why? He used to say that reversed harmonica actually matches the Indian theories better. Komal Re, matlab D sharp, C sharp. So if you play Re and then press it in a sharp harmonica, reversed harmonica, it becomes Komal Re. So Re and Komal Re. And C and C sharp is a better way. You press C and get natural C sharp. Moreover, in India, most of the songs in those days, in 50s, लता मंगेशकर, रफ़ी साहब, बहुत सारे गाने हैं जो सी शार्प में. So he used to change that to note that relation ki C, you play D, pace it, you get the Komal Re. You play Ga and you press it, you get Komal Ga. So it matches the Indian theories very much. But Western theory is C, C sharp, D, D sharp. It is in that way. Basically, you must understand that some songs can be played nicely in a natural harmonica. Some songs can be played nicely in a sharp harmonica, because Indian music basically is a legato type of music, not a staccato type of music. So I basically think you should change, you should learn. If you are a professional, you should learn to play in both the styles, both in natural, like Mohe bhul gaye savariya. This is a Bhairo. So Sa, Komal Re, Komal Ga and Ma. Fin Komal Dha. So here what happens? If you press Sa, you get Komal Re. Then Komal Ga. And you press Pa and get Komal Dha. So this becomes very nice to play in a natural. But if you get something, नमक परवाने को नना नने नो, ये तो तुमको रिवर्स में ही बजाना पड़ेगा. सनी सनी द, वो जो पार्ट है, you can play in sharp. So you should have a very open mind, and you must choose a key that help you to express the, because in India we don't have a tradition of listening to compositions. We never, Mozart. Western people have an habit listening to compositions by Mozart, by someone, by this one, by that one. India mein you have to, what a harmonica player has to do is to play a song that should be played so nicely that actually he will be singing that song. तो वो ठीक से बजाना चाहिए. And in Indian song definitely there will be some murkis, some mids, chota chota. So you try to, you must not block the fluency of the song. So key is very important. वो जो थोड़ा सा, वो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि उसमें ड्रॉप लो आ गया, तुम उसको कौन कौन कौन, ये नहीं चलता है.
You should not take liberty.
Yeah, you should not take it. You should try to actually sing through harmonica. आज नंदू जी ने, your harmonica will sing. Actually, you have to sing through harmonica. वो गाना ही बजाते हो थ्रू हारमोनिका. तो ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए कि आदमी जो सुन रहे हैं वो सोचे कि वो गाना ही तो बज रहा है. सो यू हैव टू, वही हमको बोलते हैं जो वेस्टर्न में बोलता है, वो बोलता है डायनामिज्म और समथिंग लाइक. इन इंडिया आई थिंक दैट इज द टर्म फॉर गायकी. एवरीवन हैज अ डिफरेंट गायकी. हेमंत कुमार, रफी साहब, मुकेश जी, लता जी, everyone has a different gaiki, and you must reflect that gaiki in your song, so that the people who is listening will sing that song.
So, sir, how can one add emotions to the song after learning notations?
That is the best part of a song. You cannot be a popular player unless दो आदमी एक ही नोटेशन बजाता है. Actually, to be very frank, मिलन दा जो नोटेशन बजाया हम वही बजाता है. फिर भी he is Milan Gupta and I am Anupam Pal. Why? Because he had that emotion, he has that drama in a song. That is very important. मेरे आँखों, उसमें जो emotions है, you must express that emotions through your harmonica. That is गायकी. You must learn it. And I don't think बहुत छोटे लड़का, even Subranil was, when he was very young, so boy, many people told me, वो क्या बजाता है? I said, let him grow up and he will be a player. And today you see, he's a player. So it is your mind who will decide how to play. जिसका प्यार का कोई मतलब ही समझ नहीं है, 7 साल उम्र है, how he can play a song? वो तो बजाएगा नोटेशन से. After he become a 16-year-old, after he become a 18 years old, उसका वो याद आएगा कि how you should play it. And we must wait. And I must tell you one thing, that at young age, every individual wants to change the world. उसके लिए दुनिया बदल डालेंगे हम, तो बहुत कुछ करेंगे. You must not stop him. उसको मैच्योर होने दो. He will understand what he must do and what he shouldn't do. I never ask anybody to do कि ऐसा बजाओ, हम जैसा बजाओ, ऐसा मैं किसी को नहीं बोलता हूँ. Because that is not the way. That restricts his developments. Let him play the way he thinks. Only then he will be a natural player. Milanda used to say, don't copy me. Be an player. That's the main thing. हम भी उसे बोलते हैं कि घराना फराना ये सब छोड़ो. You have to be a real player who can mesmerize your listeners. He's a player who can mesmerize his listeners. कल सिद्धि सोनी बजाया. She was telling me कि I am very afraid. अरे यार, मैंने लास्ट प्रोग्राम है, इतना कुछ बजा दिया. I said, forget everything. आँख बंद करो, सोचो कि तुम you are in your bedroom, बजा रहे हो. Forget everything. And he said, it helped me a lot. I सबको वही बोलता है. बजाना सीखना है, बजाना बजाओ, 2-4 फेलियर होगा, उसका बाद सक्सेस भी आएगा. We must not create any pressure on everybody. अरे आज तुम बजा नहीं सका, अरे बजा नहीं सका, ये भी तो कल एक लड़का आया था. He is from Maharashtra. He couldn't play. तो ये तो होगा ही, because it was his first time exposure. इतना टेंस हो गए उसका सब सूख गए. His mouth organ was not moving. I made second time, I placed the third time, and third time I played to a great level. So that is the thing. You must wait for the development of an individual. And he will be a nice player. And we must not allow anybody to copy me. Copy करके copycat नहीं. Copycat Kishore Kumar का copycat cannot be a Kishore Kumar. Everyone has to be an individual solo player. That is the basic criteria. You have to be a solo player. You don't have to be a duplicate Anupam Pal. You don't have to be a duplicate yeah, I mean anything who you say. But you don't have to become a duplicate Milan Gupta. No. You have to be a solo player with your own style of playing. And everyone receives a song in a different way. तुम्हारे लिए जो गाना है उसके लिए डिफरेंट है, उसके लिए डिफरेंट है. एवरीवन रिसीव्स, उसका रिसेप्शन ही डिफरेंट होता है. सो ही विल रिप्रोड्यूस इन अ डिफरेंट वे. इसको एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए. Only then harmonica will develop as a major instrument in India. And I still believe at my this 73 years that harmonica within next 10 years will be a big instrument in India. This is our dream. I started IMP with this dream that people throughout India must learn this instrument, and now it has become, now more people are realizing that it is not a toy. It should be learned like any other instrument. And I think we will get the result within next 10 years.
Sir, you mentioned about IMP. So I want to share one thing. In 2012, you started IMP.
Yeah.
I attended first IMP in 2015. So IMP was one of the main reason why I took harmonica very seriously, and now I am doing full-time harmonica. So thanks to all your efforts. और सर आप बहुत सीनियर हो हमारे लिए, सभी के लिए आपसे बहुत सीखने जैसा है. तो 3 लोगों के लिए, जैसे ऑल टीचर्स, ऑल अपकमिंग या जो भी लर्नर्स है मेरे जैसे, उनके लिए, और कॉमन पब्लिक के लिए आपका क्या मैसेज होगा? अलग
मैसेज एक ही है. देखिए, फॉर द टीचर्स यू मस्ट लर्न इट नाइसली बिफोर यू टीच एनीबॉडी. इंडिया में क्या होता है, आई हैव सीन पीपल who cannot play even nicely try to exploit someone's pocket by teaching him. It should not be done. You must learn it nicely before you teach somebody. You should be sincere in teaching. For the students, I would keep, it's an instrument. It needs a lot of practice. This is the only instrument that you have to believe on your ear for the production of tunes, because the reed, it is not like C sharp E. You cannot play like that. It is within your mouth. You cannot see which hole you are playing. Basically, I teach him the scale note, hole 5 is C, and draw, it is D, hole 6. But this is not, when you are playing, you can't play. So you have to depend on so you have to develop yourself to recognize the notes. So you have to give time, you have to practice. Like any other instrument, you must practice it nicely. And it needs, I say that need more practice than other instruments.
because you cannot see anything while playing.
आपका जो tongue है, it plays a great role in playing. Like octave playing, so you have to play these two sas, blocking the mid notes.
3 notes.
You have to play fifth, so you have to play sa and lower pa. Then you have to play sa and ga, so you have to withdraw the tongue and make it 2 holes at a time. Play 2 holes, sa, ga. So you must know theoretical that it doesn't happen with pani and dhasa. Other notes are possible to play third. So theoretically you have to know it, and practically you have to implement it. So you need a lot of practice.
There is one more category I forgot to mention. Hobbyist player जो कुछ जब उनके पास कुछ resources नहीं थे उन्होंने हारमोनिका लिया
वो तो
वैसे ही
है.
play कर रहे. For
Let them develop themselves. I will only one advice that please listen to the song so many times and don't try to fool the listener. वो नोट नहीं आ रहा है हम और कुछ भी बजा रहे हैं to fool the my listener. नहीं, he needed much more than being cheated. If you can't play the nice note, you avoid it. But try to play. Don't try to fool anybody. I never play any note which I can't play. Maybe I sometimes surpass 1 or 2 notes because I cannot manage to play 5 notes in 1 second. Okay, Subranil can do it. Okay, let them do it. Fine. At my age, I cannot manage to play 5, 6 notes in 1 second. I don't play them. But I don't try to press my button and fool my audience. I never tried it. And I don't believe in this. I believe you must be sincere to play a song for the people.
There is lot to learn from you, sir. But हमारे पास समय की भी कमी है तो फिर कभी अगर मौका हुआ तो
I know you very much. I always make a comment in your personal WhatsApp. Why? Because I know I have experienced that social media is a very dangerous place. Someone would remark something who doesn't know anything about music. So I never comment. I place a like and I comment to you personally because try this way, try that way, because that is the way to teach. I love you, so I teach you in a different way. I try to recommend something for you that why don't you try this one. So that is the way. I think social media is not helping us anyway. कोई कुछ भी लिख देते हैं, कोई कुछ भी बोल देते हैं. कोई औकात ही नहीं है उसको बोलने का, वो भी बोल देते हैं कि यू डोंट वांट, व्हाई यू इंसल्टेड हिम. अरे इंसल्ट क्या, हम उसको इंसल्ट नहीं कर सकते भाई. I love him, so I made a comment. बाद में देखा कि हम सोचा कि okay, let the comment be in his personal. Yeah. So I always make a comment in your personal. I never make a comment in the social media.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. No.
Thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a great pleasure. Okay, fine.